Thinking back to our objective today, our objective is to be able to use rectangles and the area of rectangles to help us with multiplication and to understand a little bit more about the distributive property. What I'd like you to do is to stop and think for a second. Here's a rectangle. What do you notice? What do you wonder? And how might you find the area of this rectangle? What I'd like you to do is to write down how you would solve for this area. How would you calculate this area? Do not just write the answer. I would like you to write how you find your answer. So Noah, Elena, and Diego all also found the area of this rectangle, but they did it in three very different ways. What I would like you to do is stop and think, all right? Now observe also how each person solved the area of the rectangle. You can see Noah in the green, Eleanor in the yellow, and Diego in the blue. Pause here for as long as you need, and try to observe how each person is solving it. They each get the correct answer, 30 units squared. But how did they get there? Okay, so let's take a look at Noah first. What Noah does is he knows that the area is the length times the height, or the width. And he does 6 times 3. So he finds the area of this rectangle first. 6 times 3, so that's 18. And then he does 6 times 2, which is 12. And I can see that in this step here. And then he adds them together. So he finds the area of one rectangle, finds the area of the second rectangle, and adds them together. We can see that Eleanor, on the other hand, also knows how to find the area, length times height, or length times width. But she takes her length of 6, which is here. She writes it right here. And then she multiplies by 5. Well, that 5 is coming from 3 plus 2. And so she also ends up at 30. Now, Diego does it a slightly different way, also gets the right answer, but what does he do? Well, he still knows the way to find the area of a rectangle, length times height, or length times width, and he takes his length, which is always 6, and then he adds together the 3 plus the 2. And then if you notice really closely, what I hope you picked up on was that he actually solved the 3 plus 2 first. Okay, he put that into his equation and then solved it. Diego here is using the distributive method. I'd like you to pause and reflect for a little bit here. How are each person's method the same? How is each person's method different? Which method did you use? Which method was easier for you?